Welcome to Radio Works World. I am Casper Moodie, your champions host, back today this morning to chat to you about just life in general, all the fun we will be having this morning. I have a special guest this morning, someone close to me that I've been getting in contact with a few years ago, and we've been walking a road together. And I would just like to welcome all the listeners to Terri-Lynn Perry from Grahamstown, a little town far from where I am at the moment. We've been communicating over WhatsApp and calls and Facebook as it's been going. My reason for getting Terri on the show this morning is she's also got a story to tell, a story similar to mine, where she also come from a background of being a bit overweight and always wanted to inspire people and do things. And she's just taken up the challenge. And today, Terri has got some amazing results in her sporting career, running being a passion, and triathlon as well. And I would just like to welcome Terri to the show.
Good morning. Goeiemôre. Molweni. All three languages in one.
Yeah, as you can hear, Terry's got quite a talent in languages. She can speak more than just Afrikaans and English. To start off with, how I met Terri. In Canada 2 years ago, we both qualified to compete at World Champs in Edmonton, in Canada, and we started communicating before she arrived in Canada. I left before her, and she arrived, and we started chatting, and she had so much passion in her and talent, but I wouldn't say she was lost. She just needed some direction to follow and help. And I was willing to help her, and Terri was willing to ask me for help, and it was an honor for me to take up the advantage and to say that I will help her. And Terri can agree with me. After 2 years of helping her, the results, I can just name but a few. She's been second sub-vet in the Eastern Province Road Running Half Marathon Championships, top 8 in SA in the half marathon championship, all road running. She's been Border Province Ladies Triathlon Champ this year, 2016, and also in her age group top 10 at Ironman 70.3 East London. That's amazing, and she's been putting in some hard work and amazing times in the running. Terri, can you just give us more background from where your running started and how you've become this athlete now, and also helping and inspiring people in Grahamstown, as we can see on your Facebook?
I started at the young age of 7 with my running. I think it's just in the genes. I discovered running 50 meters that I was quite fast in it. And I did lots of athletics and track when I was at school, but my passion for road running only started at the age of 16 when I competed in my first half marathon. I was one of those backtrack runners, and I was just very social and just did running as a type of fitness. And I really discovered my talent when I finished school, when I competed in a few races and that. But I really discovered my real talent when I entered my late 20s, mid-30s. I started running better times, I must admit, is when I started doing triathlon, doing lots of cross training with cycling and swimming. And I've been a provincial runner for the last couple of years. I've got my provincial colors in the half marathon, the marathon, and the cross country. And I've also got a few sub-vet titles, which means I'm the top runner in Eastern Province between the age of 35 and 39. And running has changed my life. I discovered more about myself, of who I am and what I wanted to become. I also found that running was a good stress reliever, in the hectic times that we live in. And that running also gives you the best leg shape and also keeps your body fit and healthy. That's me.
Well, that sums it up. Quite a runner, and also now Terri has been doing some work that she's left lately in Grahamstown, and now she started doing personal training. And if you follow Terri on Facebook, you'll see that she's also got a few clients that she puts on daily on Facebook that's also facing a challenge that I faced, and Terry's also been through it, and that's called the weight loss, a problem that there's so many people out there facing every day. And she's been putting up some results after a few weeks, and it's just amazing how she gets them off the couch, out of the desk, out onto the open. I mean, some mornings she posted it was like 2 or 3 degrees in Grahamstown, I'm not sure, raining, and you just see these ladies running up and down stairs, doing burpees, do whatever you call it, to fight this battle, and they're all succeeding. And uh, that all starts by motivation, and where it comes down to, Terry motivates them, and that's why I got her on the show as well, because you need people like myself and Terry that's faced all those problems before and know what you have to go through to succeed. And she's taking all the knowledge she received from the years over to her clients, and it's just all paying off. And then a triathlon started. There was times I remember Terry messaged me that she was going to give up. She just couldn't. She didn't like the triathlon. Things weren't going great. And it's the same in the weight loss battle. Times you reach a wall, and you just have to keep on hammering against that wall until that wall breaks. And then you go. I mean, her swimming times, her running time speaks for itself. There's not a lot of ladies I know out there that can come so close to sub 90-minute half marathon, sub 40 minutes 10K, and the hours that Terry puts in. When I send her programs to train, there's not a day that Terry will say it's too much, or in fact, she always flipping gets back to me and say, I can do more. Can I do a little bit more? Sometimes I don't agree, but Terry is just willing to put in 110%, and it all paid off for her. The result speaks for itself. And now in the little town she's staying in, Grahamstown, she calls herself I think it's a small town girl. What is that? And yeah, well, just it's a small town girl. And sometimes when Terry travels to a big city like Johannesburg, I remember last year she raced a triathlon. Yeah, it was like overwhelmed for me to see her staying in the same country as me, but just coming out of that town into a big city like this, and she was overwhelmed. It was like, wow, it's amazing. And all the knowledge she's taken from her sport, her career, her weight loss, and her achievements, and putting it down into that small town and those ladies in Grahamstown, and showing that it pays off is just amazing. And we would like to have more of this, more people like Terry and myself, wherever you are, to go out, reach out to people in need of weight loss, and just advise them and show them the right direction and help them. And but just to get back to Terry, what is ahead? What are you planning to do ahead? Some results you want to achieve? I know we wanted to achieve the sub 90-minute with the last half marathon, and we missed it by a few seconds, I think. And what is up next for you?
Yeah, I haven't been doing much triathlon training due to being in the Eastern Cape. We don't have as many races as you guys have up there in Gauteng. So yeah, I've been doing all the triathlon training that you've been giving me, and running. I've been doing lots of running. So there's probably a few running races that I still like to do, but my biggest goal will be to race my 10th half Ironman in January. And I'm probably more determined than ever before to get onto that freaking podium, which I keep on missing due to hurting my ankle a few weeks before the race. Oh, that's me.
And then just before we go off, there's something I have to mention that not a lot of people have achieved or have done before. Terry has this year so far competed, like we said, at the 70.3 half Ironman East London. She's gone on to do the Two Oceans Ultra Marathon, and a few weeks later doing the full Ironman South Africa, which is a 3.8 kilometer swim, 180 kilometer bike, and a marathon 42-kilometer run, all within weeks apart. And that's purely determination and listening and recovering when recovery is necessary, and feed your body, where a diet comes in, because Terri is very strict on eating. I remember in Canada, she wouldn't eat the chocolate or the cookie, she would give it to me. But I got her to drink some cappuccino, so that's a good thing I achieved in that small time. But yes, it's just amazing to have Terri on the show this morning to also tell her story from where she's come and where she is now, some of her results, and what she's doing in the community where she is at the moment, fighting the battle. There's so many people out there fighting, and that's weight loss. And yeah, she's proven through and through that determination, hard work, and sacrifice here and there, anything is possible. And I am sure we're going to see Terri on the top 3 of the podium next year at 70.3 East London. I'm looking forward to working with her over December, and from now on building up to half Ironman and to get that goal for her. And yep, that's all from Terri's side. We wish you all the luck, Terri, and hopefully we can get you on the show soon again to get some of your results and happenings and how your training is going.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciated you having me on the show today.
Our pleasure. And from our side, I have packed and I'm ready. Bike is in the bag. Hopefully I'm not overweight, and I'm off to Australia tonight. I've already worked in a little session this morning and just another swim session this afternoon before heading off to the airport. So my next show will probably be from Australia, from the Sunshine Coast, Mululaba. And yeah, I'm not sure about the time zones. We'll work that out. But until next time, from myself and Terri, have a good day. Goodbye.
Bye.